So remember that.
Why don't you guys go without the repeats? Is that cool? Just so you can go.
Just while you're playing for him, yeah. That's fine.
Just repeat, yeah.
So are we gonna play that Forte, or are we gonna play it like this the second time?
Play it like the first time. Okay, nice. That actually sounded really good. Yeah, you guys are gonna do great. So, I really liked your intonation. I really liked how you all played with like a good chord to your sound. I could always use more from you. Use your third, so sound really works. But you played like with good volume. You should always use more. Um, so I guess the biggest trouble spot I heard was around 25. Just like those 8 measures or so. Can we use those? Just another run at it. Nice. One thing here. No, you're good. Just I think you might have been like a beat behind on this measure. So yeah, that sounded a lot better overall though. Can you start at shoot? Can you start 4 bars before the repeat? 4 bars before this one, like 26, 27. Start at 29. Okay, nice. That was a lot better. So yeah, just remember on this one is kind of like this one where you don't play it on the dummy. Cool. So that section sounded good. Um, can we start 4 before the end just to work on the retardando for the second time only? Nice. So who's leading that? I think you're leading that. Can you play that once for them just to listen to? Then they'll match it to the next time.
Through how we did before.
Yeah, just what we just did on your own. Okay, nice. So you two heard that. Now you gonna do the exact same thing, and then both of you will play, and then just like listen and look up to her, and then you guys will be much more together on the final measures. So same section. like a lot more together. And wow, I'm just impressed by your intonation. It's like so good. Cool. We got some extra time, so now let's start at the beginning again. I'd like to hear the difference between the first time through and the second time through. We had like the forte and then the piano. So yeah, why don't you start from the beginning? Okay, let's stop there. So that was nice. I like the contrast. Could you do a little more contrast though? Maybe make the forte a little louder, since yeah, that's like a mezzo forte in high school when you eventually play in pep band and you figured out that everything's supposed to be a lot louder than you used to. But yeah, make the forte fortissimo by like what you think is fortissimo, and I'll probably think it's a forte. Maybe that's a forte, but just try making the thing louder, and then your piano is good. Yeah, I like that a lot. Did you like hear how it's a lot more contrast? And the thing about that, Michael Praetorius, so you see how he's alive during the 16th, 17th century. Back then, when they were writing music, it was a lot more like, I can imagine it as like in the court or like in the church, but lots of it was written for kings and queens and royalty. And this kind of sounds like something you'd hear if you're walking into like, a grand hall. So I like the energy you have with that when you're playing louder, because then it's like a much more grand entrance, and then the contrast more. One suggestion I would have though, when you're playing loud, especially on the second part, just make sure that you're not swelling the notes, because you'll get older and you figure out there's something called twa, which is like a situation where it's kind of like you are not sure of it and then you like swell into the note. So try to be more firm on your attacks, like more level, and sustain the volume throughout, so then the swelling doesn't like cut through the music. So try it like the louder version one more time. You don't have to play the piano version since that sounded good. Nice, that was a lot better. I know someone did it on measure 7, but yeah, that was a lot better throughout. Yeah, this is sounding pretty good. I mean, let's see if there's anything else we could work on. Maybe if you feel like these are repeated phrases, because lots of the times they didn't have stereos and iPhones or whatever, so they just repeat the music because like that's the only time they'd hear it. So it's kind of like the end of a gesture whenever you have the repeat coming up. So one suggestion I would have is if you took like a fraction of a second longer on the pause between sections, like maybe a deeper breath, and that shows like more maturity, because it's kind of like moving on to a new section and you recognize that they're different sections. So why don't we start at measure 9, and then you can play through it twice, and then when you go to measure 17, try like a little bit of a longer breath. how you took a little bit longer break. Why don't we start at? Can you start at 13, and then have it be the second time? The repeat. So you start at 13, then you go to the repeat, and then you move on. Oh, my bad, you could get going on, but I like that pause a lot better. Just make sure you don't slow down, since I know that if you take a longer breath, it might be like a little out of time, but like, that was good, that was sounding really good. Could I hear your duet just for a little bit at 21? Try the breath thing. Okay, nice. Make sure when you have the eighth notes, I know it's fun when you have eighth notes, but try to stay in tempo with her because it was a little ahead. Why don't we try that one more time? Nice. Make sure you play this last one a little longer. I'm being nitpicky, but it's because I know you guys can handle it. You're really good. So yeah, that sounded a lot better. You guys are in really good shape. I'm glad I got to listen to this trio.
All right.